This video is going to show you how you can make a Google group. So if you want to email and make an email group of all your parents or an email group of all your students or some of your students, and then you don't have to type their emails in every time, you'll just be able to type in the name of the group. So log into your Google account, click on the apps menu and find groups. It'll open up Google Groups and you're going to click Create Group. Once you create your group, eventually, the internet's obviously slower than it usually is. All you need to do is name your group, and that's basically going to be the email address. So maybe I want to name it Warsh Kids. Okay, whatever you want. Oops, kiddos. You do not need to do a group description. You really only need to make sure that it's selected as an email group. You can play with your permissions if you want to, but you really don't have to. What I would do is join the group, make sure select who can join the group, not anyone, or you can change this, only invited users. So that means no one else will be able to be inside your group. Now, you're using this for a Gmail list, but there are other purposes. So if you're worried your kids are going to go in and play around and try to post things, you can change this and just basically uncheck everything and just make these owners of the groups, okay? Like I said, you don't have to do this, but if you because there's different functionalities of Google Groups, but we're just using it as a group email address. But like I said, if you're concerned that your kids might go in and try to figure things out, then you can just, like I said, view topics, change it to owners, post, change it to owners, but the one you really want to fix is join the group, only invited users. That's the one for sure you want to change. Then you just simply click create, and it says you created your new group, and what are you going to do? You want to invite people to join your group. And all you need to do is type in the email addresses. So you can type in the beginning of the kids' names or the parents' names, and it should populate easily. Notice there is a comma in between. Do not delete that comma. So now if I wanted to put in another name, I can put in another name, and I wanted to put in another name, and so on and so forth. Now, what you can do is you can write an invitation message because they are going to get an invitation saying you are joining our group. So I would simply say something is, please join this group. I will be able to email you all at once, or something like that. Some kind of explanation. That's what's going to go into. It says the group name, description, and address will automatically be able to include it in the email. Great. So if you didn't put any description, won't be anything in there. So you just click send invites. It will send an invite to those people, and then you just click done. If you want to see, you can hit show, and you can see who is in the group. So here's a way of double checking to make sure you didn't leave anybody else out. You also could do a direct add here. So if you had to add any more people, you could do a direct add. And that's pretty much it. So when you go back to your email, it'll tell you Warsh Kiddos, yay, it made it a group and it's ready to use. And then all you have to do is you can click compose. And when I type in Warsh, notice here, Warsh Kiddos. So I will click this, and that will email anybody in the group that I put in Warsh Kiddos. And that's how you make an email group.